Everyone, this is Zane-Destiny with another review, this time on the Max Factory Figma Zen 3 KOSMOS. It's got version 4 down here, so I'm pretty sure it's the 4th variant of KOSMOS. Unfortunately, I've only played a little of Zen 2 on a PS2. I know, don't hate me, I haven't completed it. I haven't played, well, I've seen the DVD that came with Zen 2 or Zen 1, and I've only seen clips of Zen 3. So even though I really love this series, I have not done it any justice, so I do apologise. But anyway, back to the figure. You can see KOSMOS trapped in there. You can see some accessories there. Okay, you can see what I believe to be her triple barreled Gatling guns. That's her spare face, her little magnum. Now, there's something back there. I haven't opened up this box yet, so I haven't seen the contents. So if you turn it to the left, you see how thick the box is, so it's pretty decent. See a good splash picture of KOSMOS there. Very nice. And at the back we see the junk load of accessories. So what have we got here? Looks like it comes with an action base, which is very nicely needed. Get her little magnum there. It looks like you get even effect parts for the Gatling guns, so that's a nice touch. You get like a kick-ass sword kind of weapon that looks like the length of her, and interchangeable chassis. It's not what it says, but what I'm going to be calling it. And to the side you get a cool little actiony screenshot of KOSMOS with I'm sorry, I really don't know any of the accessories, but it just looks like a head scope. Pretty sure she used it in a special attack against the Gnosis. So yeah, that's a quick preview at the box. I'm making it quick because I want to get out of the box, I'm that eager. Okay, I'll be right back and she'll be up. This is KOSMOS free from a stasis. Now, KOSMOS stands for KOSMOS Obey Strategical Multiple Operation Systems. That means sod all to me. It just sounds like they've put a bunch of technical words together. Yeah, like I said before, don't know much about the story, I just know this character is really awesome. Petite little figure, about the size of my, just smaller than my hand. And one thing I'm going to say, the detail on this thing is absolutely immense. For something that's roughly the size of a 1:144 Gundam, it's kind of equivalent to a real grade. Now, I am holding on to this thing because of her little boots, the little tiny petite feet. She cannot stand for the life of her because of the well, the heavy hair. And the detail on this hair, well, it's not detailed, but got individual movement, so you can have her hair waving in the wind, but it has such a lovely sheen to it. This is the times where I kind of wish I had an HD camera just to show you guys how great this thing looks. I'll try and take better pictures later on, but yeah, it's absolutely amazing when you see this in person. Absolutely fantastic. What I can say is that all the ball joints and all the parts that move are quite reasonably hidden, apart from this one here by a leg. I should probably stop doing that because I don't think my camera can focus that well. But this ball joint here, you can see the rivet, but the ball joints on the arms are pretty much the same colour as the arms, so you don't really notice it. The arm ones you don't really notice because, well, they're tucked away. But yeah, unless you really look hard, you won't really notice all the connections. So yeah, I think it's good in that sort of way. Details and, well, just details in general and everything else, just absolutely amazing. I'm gonna have to just take photos now and just talk through them this way, because doing it like this isn't any good. It's no good at all. And this way I'll be showing off articulation as well. So yeah, give us a sec. So to discuss articulation, you must make note of the joints. These joints are very well done. As soon as I take out the box, everything's smooth. There's nothing rigid, nothing too stiff. There's nothing that feels like it will break. It also feels like it will hold for a very long time as well, given the circumstances that it's looked after well. I must say this, I'm very surprised in how well everything works. It might be due to the fact that when it was stored, it had flexible plastic covering nearly, well, all the figure, and even in place of the portion it even mentioned, and just keeping the figure kept well, and I'm very happy with that. Now to move on to detailing, you see at the back of the boot, just below the knee, you can see the lace detail. In real life it looks very, very, very well done. I can't emphasize that enough. Move to her forehead, you can see that her KOSMOS logo on the actual forehead camera part, but it also has text just underneath. I have no idea what it says. I need a magnifying glass to actually see it. Move to the back of her. On the gold headband part, there's an actual paragraph. Now, if you probably had something that can read tiny lettering, it will probably say something. Everything about this kit is utterly amazing. I can't emphasize the detail enough. Now we're just showing the back of her. We can see like the skeletal frame of the character. Everything's very nicely detailed, and just between her shoulder blades you can see the little hole where the actual action bases will be pegged in, and I'll be doing that now. I'm just going to put an action base quickly, and to do that, it's quite simple. Probably would have been helpful if I actually dug this out beforehand. Safety first. Simple little action base, has Figma written on it, probably can't see it. Quite stiff arm, very good, it will last a long time. Oh, wrong way around. Plugs in there, and plugs in that hole where you saw in the photo earlier. So, nothing up her butt, thank goodness. Oh wow, it's a bit of a tight fit. There we go. And she's on. Swish. Okay, that's our details and articulation done. Now it's time to go over her accessories. And she comes with an abundant number. Okay. Again, I probably should open this beforehand. But let's do this first. She comes with multiple hands and a hand rack. This is my first Figma, and I'm very shocked I did something like this. Quite a few model kits out there should have, well, an accessory like this. There was quite a few kits out there. I would happily give away all other accessories for something like this, just to keep the hands in a nice, neat, tidy place. And each one, well, each one doesn't look the same as the other, let's just say that. All unique in their own way. Now some of these I probably keep on the specific weapons they use for, just for, well, ease of use. And yes, they're all got articulation. Well, these four at least. These one must be just static weapon holders. Right, speaking of weapons, let's go through them. First we have the handgun. I guess it's a basic weapon that was probably used in the game. The handle has a little, well, hand grip, well, texture. There's a red cartridge in this. I'm guessing that's the PT charge or something like that. I don't know, there's probably a spoiler there. Do apologise about that. And shall I attempt to put that in a... We'll do that later. Next we have the triple barreled Gatling gun. This is an absolute marvel and a monster. I remember seeing this all those years ago when I was in year 7, looking in a magazine and seeing this character or one of her variants carrying a gun like this, and I thought, oh my god, look at those barrels. I'm guessing this is the long magazine. Yes, very well done. So if any of you Gundam Unicorn fans out there, KOSMOS did it first. Only better, I think. Of course you get 2 of them, because you know one's not enough. You need to dual wield when you're fighting Gnosis, and each one comes with its own effect parts. So here's this is muzzle flash. You've got tiny pegs that fit into the outermost holes. They're not correctly sized, so it takes a little bit of influence just to, you know, just to force them in a bit, but eventually something pegs in, and that is pretty cool, I must say. Yeah, that's cool. Leave that to the side. You get 2 effect parts, one for each Gatling gun, so don't worry, you've got enough. This one I haven't taken out the tray yet, mainly just to say I am amazed at how well packaged this thing was when I was taking out the box. There was no way anything was going to get damaged. I mean, even the figure itself, all its joints, it had thin bits, just little tiny bits of plastic, well, loose plastic stashed in all, well, places I probably shouldn't really mention, just to keep the parts safe. And I thought that was, well, good on Max Factory. I mean, if you had it transported anywhere, you guarantee it's safe. Okay, so one of the accessories fell out. But you do get another accessory for the Gatling guns, extra stands. So when she's holding them, just plug them into the hole here. She's got a little stand. So yeah, kind of protects the joints if they're displayed with them. Put them both on now so I don't lose them. Next accessory is called I think it's called the Dragon Tooth. It's kind of like a sword. So, well, it's not just that. You pull these parts back. There's one hole for its like closed form. Then there's another hole that you peg this into to have more of a open form. And I probably should do it this way. Take both sides off. You get the effect part, which is nice and long, almost the same size as a figure. And you just slide it into this groove here. Fits nice and snug. And you just replace those parts back into the other hole pegs that I made. I hope that's the right side. I think it's the right side. Let's try the other side for a second. I really don't know anymore. I'll sort it out later. But she kind of just holds it like in this, puts her hand in there, holds it almost like a gun, but uses a sword. So maybe it does have some sort of firing gimmick or firing ability in the games, I don't know. But yeah, it's a really cool weapon, bigger than the figure. So yeah, I think this comes next to my Sword of Altair of favourite weapons in the model. Yep, leave that to the side. And her last accessory is this, kind of an interesting like katana blade sword. Now what you need to do is take off the hand, and this fits into where the hand was, I believe. So she has kind of like a Mega Man NT Warrior sword, but, slash form. Okay, very nice. So with this abundance of accessories, what are you going to do with them all? I mean, how are you going to store them all? Well, Figma thought of that as well. They give you a resealable bag. How great is that? It even gives you space to write what figure they're for. I mean, that is thoughtful. That's thinking about the customer there. That's fantastic. Got some easy instructions. But yeah. Oh my goodness, I can't believe I've forgotten these. Right. She has more accessories. I completely forgot about those. Let's go back to them. She has an interchangeable face. This is the blue-eyed KOSMOS. Now, I get this right. She's got two personalities, let's say. She has the red-eyed KOSMOS, which is the computer, let's say, thinks logically and does the mission. But she also has the blue-eyed KOSMOS, which is much more stronger and has a more, well, she's a more human personality, and usually comes out to protect the other protagonist, Shion, from numerous attacks. Her other accessory, which is sorry, I'm just noticing a detail in the actual lens. It's got this clear circular lens, but inside that it looks like, hang on a second, yeah, it has like a embossed silver imagery inside it. I guess those who play the game would know what it says. It even has text on this part here, as well as on her actual forehead here, because what this actually does, this bit sort of slides down, revealing this green part, and this covers her eye. But you replace that, you don't move it. But the amount of detail into it is fantastic. And her last accessory is the replacement chassis, as I said before. Yeah, it kind of looks freaky, like spider legs. That even looks dangerous. Kind of glad I don't really have those. But yeah, all that involves is let's go to switching accessories, shall we? Shall we start with her head? So you start off by taking the front of her hair off. Comes off reasonably loose, but doesn't just drop off. Then you take off the forehead piece, revealing her face. Kind of looks strange now. And you just flop this off. The instructions are very good for this. You sort of tilt the top of the head forward, then pull up. So kind of like reloading in a sense. So you do pretty much the same thing at an angle. Push in. Boop. And the base gives away. Don't worry, it's supposed to do that. Push in at an angle and push back. And there we go. Get a nice little satisfying click. This is just a base click, sorry. Right, let's do the other visor. Yeah, sorry, this is used when she uses the Hilbert effect, I believe. Any Xenosaga fans, please correct me. And you just replace that into the hole that was left from the previous. Oh, I haven't got that face in properly. No, she's at an angle. Damage her face. She looks awfully worried. I don't know, maybe it isn't. I'm probably just not trying hard enough. There we go. Well, no, look, she looks like a mad scientist. And you just replace the original hair on top, and there you go. You have KOSMOS with a Hilbert effect. Okay, I should probably get to the next accessory that probably some of you are really excited to see. So, Sorry, Miss KOSMOS, I'm gonna have to ask you to move your arms out of the way. Do I have your permission? Thanks. Okay. It's so wrong doing this. Flexy, flex, flex, flex. Something's got to move out. Doesn't seem to be doing anything. Oh wait, oh, no. Don't want that coming off again. It's probably the parts where you see things fall apart now. Should probably looked at the instructions for this. But I mean, how hard can this be? There we go. Oh my word. Looks just like mine. Okay. Right. Now you can see the... Yeah, you can see your inner connections. I'm going to stop now. Okay, so you swap this to this. So it kind of looks like, if we compare the chassis, kind of looks like that this part pokes up, and I'm guessing it tears our top apart. Yeah, these are those, and that's that. My word, so that means, oh, is that like blade digging into her chest? Ouch. Ow. Poor girl. Okay, and this just slots into those two questionable connections there. Good word. Now, people have been saying that this is the X-Buster attack that she uses. Apparently, been told it's not. Some sort of other attack that begins with T or something or other. Alright, no, that's alright. Just kind of looks a bit empty around about this part. I probably haven't got it on properly, but this is her booby cannon. There we go, I said it. That looks very daunting. Not even funny, but if the girls are able to do that, that will just put me off forever. Okay, so that's her, all her accessories done this time. I'll have some photos of her now, pose with her different accessories in different action shots, and then afterwards I'll be giving my final verdict. And that's all our accessories and all the photos I can take. But yeah, you're probably wondering, where am I going to keep all those accessories? I mean, do I have to buy like a storage box or anything? Well, the kind people at Figma Max Factory have given you a bag. Look at that. They were that nice. I mean, I haven't collected many like Robotech or Figma figures, but this is the first time I came across something like that. Like I said, with the hand rack. Yeah, very happy with that purchase. With this purchase. I got it off of eBay. Originally I was bidding for another figure. It was Telos from the same series, but unfortunately I was outbid by a ridiculous amount of money. So just kept browsing around and I saw this and I thought, wow, this will be a good consolation. I bought this for £60, free shipping. So I'm trying to get this hand on. Do I think it's excessive amount to pay for this item? Yes. Yes, anything in my opinion more than 30 is probably too excessive to pay for any sort of model. But I don't know, I didn't know, but now that I know, paying something like that for a figure like this, it's understandable considering just what you get and what it can do and how detailed it is. So if I could have got it cheaper, yes, I would have done it that way, of course. Anyone would have. And if you're looking for this figure, try and get it cheaper than that. But I'm very happy with this figure. So I'm just trying to move the camera up a bit. So yeah, bad points. Say fitting the weapons to the actual figures a bit of a challenge. Small fiddly parts or just parts not going on properly, or just other things in the way. But it's not too much of a hassle. I mean, it happens with all figures. Other negatives. I'd say it's probably hard to get one of these for a reasonable price now, because they're so popular, or there's not so many of them now. So yeah, if you're looking for a figure like this, be prepared to pay for something for a ridiculous amount of money. Positives. I think you already know the positives, but I'll rehash them. The amount of detail work done on this thing, absolutely lovely. Like for example, if anyone remembers the look of version 1 KOSMOS, she had the abdomen armor. Well, this was by accident I found this. Lift up the hair came off. Oh, everything's falling off. Yeah, sorry, get back to this. Lift this up, you can see your abdomen armor underneath there. And the fact they just added something that won't be seen in the detail just goes to show how much effort they put into this. You really do feel how much work they put into this just to make it look good. I'm quite pleased with that. Other good points, the amount of accessories you get is lovely. You can have lots of play time with this. And the fact that they give you like extra parts to store things away. So I'm just trying to get her in a reasonable, cool pose. But yeah, you can probably tell how much fun I'm having in this thing. Just trying to get her in a cool pose. I'll probably have her in something like this on my shelf. Or I might just get bored and put her in another position. That's the beauty of this thing. You've got a lot of choice as to what you want to do. And the fact that KOSMOS is such a cool character, I think, really wants me to go out and play the game now. Yeah, so again, if you get this figure cheaper, do it. Though, like I said, probably be a bit difficult to get a good offer for it now. I like the effect parts as well, they look very good. Yeah, that's about it really. It's my probably a long review at the moment. But yeah, if I had to give this a rating out of 10, it would be a 9.5. I can't really give a perfect 10 because nothing can be perfect. But yeah, very pleased with this. If you can get it, do it. I hope you enjoyed this review, and I'll catch you guys next time. Take care, bye.